my wife and I were on our third wedding anniversary. We went to Shanghai, Okinawa, Nagasaki, and Tokyo. So yesterday I took off from Tokyo at like 4:10 p.m. and I landed back in DC on the same day at 3:30 p.m. I went to bed around like 9. I kept waking up like every 2 hours, and then I woke up at 4:30, came right to work.
What you see is truly what you get with Kevin. He absolutely has an extreme passion for movies.
Thank you so much.
The first time I met Kevin, I had seen him, I'd listened to him, and I thought it was an act.
Hey, Michelle.
Nobody is this enthusiastic. Nobody has this much energy. Nobody goes on and on and on and on and on like that. And I thought the whole thing was a creation.
This morning, the big story is kind of the box office. The #1 film of the weekend was Maleficent, Mistress of Evil.
Kevin is one of the nicest people, genuinely nice, very sensitive, emotional about people and movies and just life in general.
The second one's fine. The first one's a much better movie in my personal opinion.
To quote Han Solo in his beloved Star Wars, it's true. All of it. He is completely genuine. He is the most genuine person I have ever met.
I've never seen anybody more enthusiastic about what they do around this place than Kevin. And he's very fair in the way he looks at these movies. What he says about the movie is accurate, and he'll give you a good sense of whether you like it or not.
J.J. Abrams bringing this home is really kind of the reason why I'm excited to see what happens here. And Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher both had voices.
How do you stay energized? How are you able to maintain doing all of this back and forth?
Mostly because I love what I do. I get to interview my heroes for a living, so it's for me it's just a matter of just being passionate about what I do. You know, I do want to make it clear, I'm not friends with these, with the actors. I mean, like in the sense of, social media is, I follow and they follow. Some of them follow me, but it's more of just like a professional thing, where if I interview someone, they like my style. It's more like that. I mean, I wouldn't consider any of the actors. I mean, I would love to be friends with people like that, but I understand the business that I'm in. I'm a journalist. They're the actor, and there's a line, and you just have to keep that line professionally.
Hey, Kev.
Hey, Alison Seymour.
You and Lauren look like superstars.
You need to tell Lauren that outfit she had on is so cute.
It's a good outfit. So I met my wife. My father-in-law watched Fox 5 and liked the movie angle and told my wife about me. She does stuff for a TV station in Baltimore, and so she's freelancing and she does kind of the same thing I do. So we'll travel together for certain, we just did the premiere for Dolomite together, and we interviewed Eddie Murphy together. But it's a separate thing. She's doing it all on her own, and she's gotten all this contact on her own. We just happen to be in the same business, so we travel a little bit together. I've always thought about what I would do if we had kids. You think about the idea of what movies you would show them and when you would show them. Yeah, traveling would definitely change for me, of course. So it's just a matter of when that happens.
A lot of times when you're working with him, it feels like the sky's falling, but it's really not. But you can't tell Kevin that.
There are some days when you're kind of waiting. I'm in the control room okay, Kevin's not here yet. Kevin's not here. But it's because he's usually sitting with the editor trying to make sure that his package is pushed, or the soundbite ends exactly where it ends, or you get the money shot.
It's always intense, a lot of stuff last minute, but a lot of it's interesting, so it doesn't really seem like it's work when you're cutting something on a movie. Yeah, I mean, the more we work together, the more I understand what he's trying to go for. He'll have an idea that he can't really put on paper, I guess, but then once I show him what my idea of it is, and then he's like, oh yeah, that's what I was actually thinking of. So pretty much any actor you've heard of, he's interviewed, and he's really good at getting good questions, good answers out of them, is I think is the best part of his interviews.
I must say I really, really, truly respect Kevin. and his hustle. I think that when he interviews entertainers, that he is absolutely one of the best out there. I can't tell you how many times you've seen big name stars say, "That's a great question" to Kevin. And that's a testament to him and his homework that he does on every star that he interviews.
I mean, I just genuinely ask things that I would like to know the answer to. I'm not trying to stand out or be unique in regards to like questioning. It's just the things that I'm personally excited about, which is interesting because I have to make it excitable for the audience too. So I think people are attracted to passion, and if I'm excited about a shot, I can make someone else excited about that shot. I started while I was an intern at a radio station in 2005. I was taking an internship course through George Mason University, and I did this job I'm doing now for very little money, almost free for a long time, for 8 years as a freelancer. I would use vacation days from my sales job to cover movies. So for me, it was like, if I'm getting 4 minutes with Steven Spielberg, that to me was like payment. You know what I mean? In the sense of like I didn't do it for the money. I did it for because I just wanted the opportunity to cross from someone that I admired and loved all my life. So.
It's funny because you see him on air and he has his suit on and he's got his signature look.
And so basically I take off at 12:30, I land at 3 in LA, and then I go right to the premiere for Irishman, do the red carpet, and then fly, and then do the movie, and then live from LA tomorrow morning on Fox 5.
And then when he's ready to take flight, he's got a cap on. He always has, the Chucks he has on. And you're like, oh yeah, that's Kevin, because he totally changes.
He's the kind of guy that when he meets you and he gets your name, he really does remember names.
Bye, Michelle. I'll see you soon. Bye.
I just think he's a special guy. I think that the sky's the limit for him.